Thank you for your participation in the 2020 census. This video will guide you through the process of sending an eResponse record for a group quarters. In order to submit an eResponse template, you will need access to a computer. You should also have the user ID that was emailed to you. The link to the website to submit an eResponse record is included in the email you received with your user ID. The eResponse website can also be accessed from the Census Bureau eResponse webpage. Before submitting a record, please review the steps outlined in the eResponse instructions manual. Please submit the eResponse template by August 7, 2020. Enter the user ID you received in your email into the user ID field. Click I am not a robot, and then click Log in. A system-generated PIN will be assigned to you the first time you enter your user ID. The PIN is used to log into the eResponse system to submit a template for your group quarters. Be sure to keep the PIN stored in a location where you can find it. You will also be prompted to set up responses for 2 security questions. These will be used in the event that you lose or forget your PIN number. Complete those 2 questions. If you are responsible for more than one group quarters, you can view all of your group quarter IDs. Click on My Census IDs. A unique ID is assigned to each group quarters. Your census IDs are different from your user ID. If you are responsible for more than one group quarters, data for each group quarters must be submitted using the Census Bureau template. On the main menu, click the Start button. Please take a moment to review the information for your facility, and if needed, you may update these details. Click Save and Continue. To download the Census Bureau template, select the Download Census Template button. Once you download the template, save it to a folder or your local desktop. Include the group quarters name in the file name. The Census Bureau template is in an Excel 2016 format. Click Enable Editing to edit the template. If you are responsible for more than one group quarters, you may submit one template as long as it contains each of your assigned census IDs and their corresponding information. If you choose to do this, a separate template for each census ID is not required. Instead, enter all census IDs associated with the user ID in column A of the Census Bureau template. Include this on the GQ name and GQ client data tabs. For this example, I have already filled in the data. In the GQ name tab, enter the following: Census ID, GQ name, GQ type description. Use the drop-down menu here. GQ address number, GQ street name, GQ city, GQ state, GQ zip code, GQ location description, GQ population on census day. Refer to Appendix A in the manual for more group quarters definitions. Click the GQ Client Data tab. Enter the following information for each person that was living or staying at the group quarters on April 1, 2020. Census ID, GQ name, first name, middle initial, last names, sex, date of birth, month of birth, day of birth, year of birth, age on April 1, 2020, Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin, Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin details, race, race details, live or stay at the GQ most of the time. Also include alternate address data in the necessary fields if it applies. If you are missing any of these details, leave the field blank. See Appendix B in the manual for more details on resident or client data for the template. If you choose to copy and paste your data into the template, follow the steps outlined on page 9 of the manual. Please use an Excel template that is 2016 or 2010. Do not use 2003 Excel versions. Using older versions may cause your upload to fail. Do not submit Social Security numbers, federal tax ID numbers, domestic violence shelter data, or information the Census Bureau did not request. Finally, be sure to save your updates. You are now ready to upload the file. To upload the template, log back into the eResponse website. You will be required to enter your user ID and PIN again. It is important to make sure you keep these numbers stored in a location where you can easily retrieve them. Click the Continue button on the main screen. Then verify and update the GQ contact information if needed. Click Save and Continue. On the Export Wizard screen, click Next. On the Import Wizard screen, click the Browse or Choose File button and select the Census Bureau template you want to upload. Once you select the file, click Upload File. When the file uploads, click Submit Data. A confirmation will display when the template has successfully uploaded. Print the submission confirmation for your records. If you cannot find your PIN number, enter your user ID. Then select Click here if you do not know your PIN. Answer the security question, then click Submit. Once you enter the response to the security question, a new PIN will generate. Be sure to write down the PIN and store it in a location you can easily find. If you receive an error while submitting a document, an error message will display. The error message will notify you of the error that occurred and what needs to be changed. You will be able to delete the current template to correct the errors, fix the template, and resubmit it. A confirmation will appear if all the errors have been addressed. For assistance with completing an eResponse template, contact Census Questionnaire Assistance at 1-844-470-2020 or email dcmd.group.quarters.eresponse@census.gov. You may also refer to the eResponse website and manual. Again, we thank you for your participation in the 2020 census and appreciate your time and effort in providing census data.